Have you ever felt like you're walking against a wind no one else can see? You work hard, you plant seeds, you pray, and yet, it feels like an invisible hand is pulling you backward. Most people call it bad luck. Some call it circumstance. But deep in your spirit, you know it's something else. There is a realm beyond what our eyes can see, a spiritual battlefield where schemes are plotted against your joy, your family, and your future. We are talking about black magic, evil schemes, and the spiritual authority you carry that can shatter them in an instant. You weren't meant to live in fear of shadows. You were meant to walk in the light that the darkness cannot comprehend. In this video, we aren't just going to talk about the problem. We're going to reveal the solution. By the end, you'll understand why no curse can land on a soul covered by the light, and how to reclaim the territory the enemy tried to steal from you. Think of a man named Enoch. The ancient texts tell us something incredible: he walked with God for 365 years. Imagine that. Generation after generation passed away, but Enoch remained steady. He didn't just visit God on Sundays, he walked with him. When you reside in the presence of the Almighty, you aren't just a person, you become a seed. The sources remind us that the worship you offer today is a seed being sown for your children and your grandchildren. If the shadows can span generations, how much more can this blessing? If curses can travel down bloodlines, how much stronger is the blood that was shed for you? Let's be honest. Does black magic exist? The spiritual world is real. But here is the secret the darkness doesn't want you to know: it only has power where there is an open door. If you are walking in a dark room and you turn on a flashlight, does the darkness fight the light? No. It simply vanishes. Spiritual authority works the same way. It is not a struggle, it is an occupancy. When the Spirit of truth occupies your life, the lies of the enemy have no place to sit. We live in a world that is modern, but the ancient shadows haven't left, they've just changed their clothes. Today, we see symbols everywhere. In movies, in music videos, and on the very products we buy. You might see the one-eyed symbol, the serpent, or signs that look like ancient witchcraft. Many people laugh and call it art or fashion. But symbols are languages. The enemy uses modern magic to distract the mind. It's a way to make the spiritual realm seem like a fairy tale so that you stop guarding your heart. When we lose our sensitivity to the spiritual world, we become like a city with no walls. There was a king named Saul, powerful, handsome, and chosen. But when he lost his connection to the divine, he did the unthinkable: he sought out a medium. He looked for answers in the shadows instead of the light. What was the result? Betrayal. When you seek power outside of the Creator, you aren't finding a solution, you are signing a contract with your own destruction. Saul's story is a warning: you cannot use the enemy's tools to build a heavenly life. You cannot say, "I rebuke the enemy," with the same mouth you use to spread poison, lust, or hatred. If a hand is dirty, the bread it offers is tainted. In the ancient city of Ephesus, there were 7 brothers who tried to copy spiritual authority. They saw the miracles of the apostles and tried to use the name of Jesus like a magic spell. Do you know what the evil spirit said to them? "Jesus I know, and Paul the first know, but who are you?" The darkness knows your character. It knows if your authority is earned through faith or just mimicked through words. To have authority over the enemy, you must first be under the authority of the Creator. Here is the good news. The rest that the world promises is temporary. A cigarette gives 5 minutes of peace. A drink gives 1 night of numbness. But the rest found in spiritual authority is eternal. Luke 10 verse 19 says, "I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and to overcome all the power of the enemy, nothing will harm you." Notice the words, nothing will harm you. If you are listening to this and you feel like you are under a spell of poverty, sickness, or depression, listen closely. You are not a victim. You are a victor who has forgotten their identity. The same Spirit that raised the dead is the same Spirit that resides in a true believer. When you realize this, your story changes. Your breakdown becomes your breakthrough. Your test becomes your testimony. The black and white of your life turns into full color. It doesn't matter what totem was placed against you or what scheme was whispered in the dark. A single drop of the light's power outweighs an ocean of darkness. As we close this time together, I want you to do something. I want you to stop looking at the problem and start looking at the authority. You were bought with a price. You are property of the Most High. The enemy has no legal right to stay in a house where the owner has returned. Don't be like the world that takes the grace of the divine for granted. Use this moment to strengthen your spirit. Read the Word. Find a community of believers. Stay hot in your faith, because a cold spirit is where shadows grow. No magic, no scheme, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You are moving from a season of no to a season of yes. Go out today knowing that you don't walk alone. You walk with the one who holds the keys to life and death. Peace be with you. Your breakthrough starts now.